turning down some. See, well, they call this meditation music, but it's not really meditation music. It's more like a frequency and some vibes, which frequency is vibes, but whatever. Very little music. Let's just say that much. I hang out here for a little bit, see who shows, see if anybody shows. I don't know. See, today, Thursday. It's possible. I tried something a little different. Wait till 9 to see if pick up different people or whatever. Some people do stuff at different times. You know that is. Different people live in different parts of the world, so anybody's got anything they want to comment about or say or they're feeling or whatever, I'm sure you know how to type. I will respond if you would like me to. Maybe even if you don't want me to. Here, you want to view out my window? Let's see clouds. Ooh, look, clouds. Oh no, it's a screen. Whoa. Who's the dude on the screen? I see somebody's commenting. Yeah, everybody got. Well, not everybody. There's a few people I randomly nicknamed. You might be Obi-Wan. I have one friend that's already Yoda. She lives in California. I used to say I was Obi-Wan, but I am everything. So, oh shit. Let's see here. I've been fine, man. How you been? uh, dude, everybody's going through that. I was just talking to somebody else because I posted something um, about how I've had friends for over 30 years, and yeah, the first started off with the COVID thing, then the now the riot things. Like everybody's choosing sides, and they're like, if you don't think it's a certain way, then boom, they're done being your friends. There's been a lot of that going around. I posted something, and somebody came back with yeah, and some family. I just had to block some family today, and I was like, man, it's crazy. People don't realize that's the conquer and divide tactics. We're supposed to be unity, not division. That's why I've been hashtagging that shit for the last 2 years. I'm not real big into doing all that crap, but I started that hashtagging crap with that because I realized it would keep bringing you back to the same stuff. It's crazy. A lot of people can see that, you know. The more they keep us arguing and fighting with each other, the more the systems can do whatever the hell they want to without us noticing it. I'll fight with nobody. For one, not only do I not have time with it, but I don't want to fight with nothing. Jeez. Yeah. People are getting triggered by all kinds of stuff. I I said something to somebody today, and I just said I was leaving some groups because you're not able to post from YouTube in them. I said, well, there ain't no reason me being there. And I guess the way I put stuff, she got offended, and she said by knee jerk reaction she unfriended me. I told her it's all right. I said I've done shit like that in the past. We all do things. Uh, but yeah, that's like I was saying when I was walking down the street. Like a few different times during this week. I mean, everything's calm out there. Nobody's doing anything stupid. But all of a sudden, you'll hear like a horn honk. You're like, what the hell that was about? And I look, and you can see the person who honked the horn, and you can see the person in front of them. Well, the person in front of them's not like slamming on the brakes, doing anything crazy. It's kind of making me wonder, well, what are they honking at? They just not like the color blue. Is it SUVs? Do they have a problem with a certain kind of vehicle? I mean, what is going on in their head? I just seen a cloud. Ah, I swear to God, because I'm like looking at her like that don't make no sense. But whatever, I'm not gonna like sit there and keep thinking about it. I kind of glance over it, don't make no sense. I just keep going on, whatever. You know. Um, for one, I ain't got time for being angry, and for two, you all know how it is, man. You flip around the way you think, you'll start seeing all the great shit that's going on. I guess some people just been cooped up for too long and they're buying into every damn thing they hear and read, which is crazy and ridiculous, but it happens, you know? That's funny. There's one person here, but got 4 likes. Well, that's pretty good. I think I said that once before. It shows how cool people are, even if they can't show up. Leave a like. I've actually stopped by some friends' feeds just to do that. Leave a like. Because there's been times where I have like 2 different windows and things going on here. It just depends what it is. Yeah, that's the way they want to do things. That's why, let's see, who was talking about that? I think it might have been Joe Rogan. Said something about them decreasing the minutes on Twitter, so that way you can't put out anything other than something real quick, whatever comes off the top of your head, and that becomes the narrative. Which is why I never went to a site like that. I don't got any time for just blurting out shit during the day. If I'm gonna put something, I think about it, blah blah, and all that stuff. That's what they want you to do. They want you just to knee jerk react to shit, blurt out something, not think about things, be paranoid, and choose a side, choose a side, choose a side. I don't even think they give a shit what side you choose. Just choose a side and don't like the other side. And then while you guys fight about everything, we're gonna pass some weird bills. We're gonna do some other weird shit, more weird shit, more weird shit. More stuff and more stuff and more stuff. Because that's what happens. Usually, when things are done, it's done when you're being distracted by other things. You get to a certain point, you can feel it. It's like the whole spidey senses tingling thing. It's like, all right, know what y'all up to again. I don't know. Maybe 9 o'clock is a little bit of a later time. But then again, I've done a couple of these, I think, within the last week. So I didn't even have anything to talk about tonight. I just know we got to keep generating this energy and pass it around and pass it around. You know, like that thing when he's in school. Pass it around, pass it around. I looking out the window. The sun sets sometimes. Them clouds turn all kind of crazy colors, and I get pictures of them. Now that I got that one camera, I can actually take pictures of the moon, and it looks like the moon. It used to be I did it on this little cheap phone camera, and it was just a bright spot in the sky. But now I take pictures of the moon, and it looks like the moon. You can see the Terminator line, you can see the craters, and the discolored parts and all the different shit. Well, not all of it, but enough of it to where you go, "Hey, it's the moon." Not what's that bright thing in the sky? Well, that's the way it is with everything, man. You know, just with our energy alone, changing around we think and stuff and putting it out there, and then it gets amplified. It's like the ripple in the pond thing. We send it out, somebody else sends it out, sends it out, sends it out, and the energy just keeps going. I don't gotta have like hundreds or thousands of people show up to live feed. I ain't trying to make money. One person shows up, they're happy afterwards. They go around to somebody else, that person's happy, and then the next person's happy. There we go. uh, that's the beauty about using this as a fun place to share instead of a place for a job. You know, that's why I don't have any issues with YouTube because I'm not trying to use it to generate money. Therefore, they don't demonetize me because I'm not monetized. And I can just have fun with it. And I don't do real crazy stuff on here, anyways. I've seen some pretty crazy stuff on here, though. Plenty of crazy stuff. This place, trip, has got a little bit of everything, man. I think I might have chose the wrong music. Well, it's not, like I said, it's not really music. Some third eye chakra stuff. I think if I listen to it too much longer, it's going to put me to sleep. Probably ought to turn it off. Let's see how we ain't even been on here 15 minutes. Looks like you're the only one showing up, dude. Hell, it might be easier to have a fucking or have a freaking. I'm trying to watch my language. Uh, a text or phone or messenger conversation than this. It was just one person. Like I said before, that's a good thing, though. I'd kind of rather nobody show up here knowing that people were out doing stuff than knowing that everybody's showing up here because they're either in quarantine or they're what's the other one now under lockdown. Well, it's all lockdown, but one's for people coughing and shit, and the others for people throwing bricks and rocks and sticks and stuff. Yeah, that's it. Oh man. Yeah, we say over and over we knew this time was going to get sketchy and weird, but weird does not even describe it. It's definitely gotten beyond weird. Hey, how you doing? We got somebody else come in here that for some reason doesn't show up as a person on my thing. I wonder why that is. It only shows one person here. Hmm. Maybe YouTube doesn't think you exist. uh, or maybe you're in like a super high dimension and they just cannot sense you. Yeah. It's kind of weird though sometimes, man. Because you're like talking to people, and people ain't saying anything, and then you got to look at the screen rolling around and stuff. I tell you what, it's really odd at first, especially when I did it and nobody was here. Oh man, I sit there kind of staring at the screen, staring at the camera. Oh yeah, it shows two now. It's probably one of them glitchy. I don't know if it's YouTube, computer. It could be internet. It could be a million different things. Probably one of them glitchy computer related things. I've seen weird shit happen, like being chats before, and it says like there's only a few likes and there's a couple hundred people there or something. It's like stuff hasn't caught up or whatever. Yeah, glitchy computer crap. Oh yeah, it was the front office lady here. Seen her last week. Yeah, I was downstairs. Went to pay the rent. That's what it was. And she said, "You know anything about computers?" I said, "Yeah. Every now and then they make me want to whip out with a hammer because the computer was acting up." Uh, that one I had to take to a guy, and I still can't get in under my name. I had to go in under administrator, and I had just got that computer. It wasn't brand new; it was refurbished, but it shouldn't have had no issues. Hell, I don't know what happened to it. Ended up getting my dog. We call that thing my dog stroller, or should I say Roadster? I told him it's his car. I took him on his first ride around the parking lot around the apartments today, just so that way I could see if he get used to it and like it. But it's funny, right when I put it together and stuck him in it, he kind of sat in there and just hung out in there, like it was his new home or something. Thing works really good too, man. I'll be able to take him all kind of places. Oh, now it's three. It's either reading weird numbers or we have a lurker. There is some people that stop by and don't talk sometimes, just for different reasons. So you never know. Could be a third person, could be a computer, or could be nobody. Could be my imagination. And no, I'm not going to start singing that next. Yeah, see, we're getting like a little bit of pinkish and blues back in the sky. I don't think you'd be able to see it on this. I don't know. I don't want to unplug my. I can barely see. It's kind of pink back there. Gets a bad picture because as soon as that hits the glass, it causes weird refraction and stuff. It's got a little bit of pinkish tone to it. Not really heavy tonight. There's sometimes, man, where I'm like running out there with a camera because you got like a few minute window before it hits behind the trees and gets underneath the clouds and causes these reflections that give all kind of crazy, like purples, magenta, orange, gold. Seen all kind of crazy colors back there. I've taken pictures back there since I moved in here. I've got more pictures in this little place in this last year of like neat sunsets and sky pictures than all of them in my whole life. But see, we always didn't get that stuff, back at certain times. It was just dependent upon, certain gases in the atmosphere and different stuff. But, the Earth's tilting in different directions, and we got, cosmic rays and all this just different shit coming in now that's causing these things, fluctuations in the magnetosphere. That's why we're getting, and just energies alone, man. Straight rainbows right in the clouds. Yeah, I had a phone that was recording YouTube one day, trying to send that as a message. Cause I looked down, I'm like, what the hell is it saying? Cause I was doing voice to text thing. This thing right here that I'm pointing at, that thing's busted. That's why I use this microphone. Not because it sounds any better. I mean, I can if I go in there and mess with the EQs, make this thing sound better. But I hate holding this thing. For a minute there, that worked right, and then it went all screwy. It's old, needs replaced. I don't know. I'll eventually figure out something. The regular camera I have might do it, but I don't know how long the battery lasts. They say the batteries don't last real long on it, but I don't know how real long it is. It depends on who you ask. That's pretty subjective. It's definitely one of them things that perception, a perception thing. I've actually sometimes I'll go in there to my Appleton Live program and I'll set uh, compressor and EQ and a teeny little bit of reverb on it, but I didn't feel like screwing with it today because I'll do that on the thing just in general. And when I plug in my bass, it'll go through that, and when I plug in the microphone, it'll go through that same thing. It don't sound too bad for a cheap, rigged back together microphone. I've had to put it back together twice. So you see, half the paint's wore off of it. Still works though, so whatever. I bought a brand new little mic that you put on like this, and from Amazon, and it never did work. But where I was at, I had no way to send it back. I would have had to try and pay to send it back, and it wasn't worth it. You know. Now here it wouldn't have been a big deal because I'm right down the road from a UPS store. Because I had to send back. They sent me a second pair of the headphones I already had. I come to find out, if I wouldn't have sent them back, I got charged for those. That was easy. I just walked around the corner. They sent me a little thing you put on a return thing, and that was that. Found out they had a copy machine in there, and copies were only 12 cents. I was like, well, that's crazy. That's only 2 cents more than what I paid for a copy in 1980 something. But the copy machine's crazy too. She's like, oh, you need a copy of each of these? And she stuck both papers in the top and somehow copied them both at the same time. We used to have to like lift open a lid, stick it in there, put it down, copy the one, take it out, flip it over, put another one in, whatever. Now she just stuck them both in there, sucked them through, and poof, made copies, brought them back out the other side. Like neato, man. uh, dun, 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 dun. Here, I'll show you that. My it's my dog's Roadster. Let's see, what do they call this thing? They call it a pet Roadster. Let's see if I can get this thing on here. See, it's got this little shade thing that zips and goes all the way around it. You can also push it back. The handle actually moves up and down on it, but I have to have both my hands to undo the things. It's got ventilation all the way around it. It's got a little basket on the bottom that I got some of his stuff in. And then right here is a brake, so that way it locks the wheels. And it's got all-terrain wheels, 360-degree turn, and these are non-inflatable, so I don't have to worry about getting flat tires. And they do go over just about everything, man. that I've went over so far. I've went through the grass, gravel, sidewalk, up and down things. Never thought I'd be a guy with a dog stroller. But there's some places that I want to go to that's far and down main roads, and it's kind of dangerous walking that little dog down a road that's pretty much like a highway or something. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna take him to the park. I've lived here 1 year and have not went to the city park, and it's just down the road a little ways. I've been waiting until I can take the dog. So I couldn't hook up a dog trailer to a bicycle because you can't really do that on that road. It'd be way too dangerous. There's nowhere to put the bike, and people have habits of like driving with cell phones in their hand and shit. So yeah, I don't even want to attempt that. Oh, I forgot where I set my glasses. Told the dog I was gonna spray paint the rims gold on it, and then put like a red ring around the tire. What the hell they call that? Red line, like them Hot Wheels, man. uh, oh, he likes it, man. He got in there and he's like leaning out, looking around, smiling like he did in the car. Because I told him it was like his own little car, you know. So to him, it is. It's like, hey, cool, man. You know, because he likes to walk around and do stuff, but some places are kind of far off. And man, I'm telling you what, there's a big difference between me and him. I got a wide gait when I take a and walk. Um, I have that issue with a lot of people, especially shorter people. But with that dog, I have to really slow down because if he walks at my pace, he's like jogging, and I'm just walking. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here too. It's coming up on about half an hour. It's all so you figure 9:30 at night. I don't think I'll really be getting many more people on here, and yeah, I'm starting to think of doing other stuff anyway. So anyway, sorry about that. I'm gonna go ahead and leave out of here. Nice seeing you too. You know where I'm at if you looking for me or just want something to smile or laugh at because I'm sure I've got some videos along the line that've probably done that to you at times. Yep. Peace and love to you, Kibo and Mr. Jedi Master. I say Obi-Wan, whatever. As for me, I'm out of here. Me and the Mickey dog. Have a great. Well, I say day or evening because I really, like I say, I forget where people are, and sometimes I don't know. So, day or evening, whatever it is, your little part, our beautiful world. Peace.